We're on Musenberg, visiting a lighting space, guys who make lights, Grand, Spectrum. So they're going to give us a tour around their factory, and we're going to understand lighting can be very complicated. So really trying to get to the bottom of some of the things that these guys do. They build lights here in Cape Town, South Africa. Let's go and take a look at what they do. So this is one of your lights, yeah? This is your entry-level light.
Okay, so this is your 100 watt Comet. So basically we're going for the whole rough look. So like, you know, in Porsche has that rough wild over fenders or the exposed rivets.
Just like a sports car.
Like a sports car of lights. So this is definitely going to get you the best spectrums coming down. So for entry-level grower, you'd want something like this.
Okay, what does a light like this cost?
I mean, you're looking at about probably 4.5, I would say, with a generic heatsink. But here we have a Cree original heatsink, which gives you optimum efficiency, obviously, on your heat.
So 3 diodes as well. Yeah. So you're using a heatsink with the diodes, and obviously from OEM, you know it would be better because it's performed and they tested under extreme conditions. So we know it's the best stuff that's going in.
Okay, so someone who has no clue about lights, I want to go into deep things, and people who haven't used lights before. How many plants could you grow under this light, first of all?
Well, this would supplement for probably a square meter. It's 100 watts, bear in mind. So you're looking at yield per watt on a square meter. That's where you'd probably want to...
4, 5 plants?
Yeah, I'd say about 4 10-litre pots, and you should be good. I think that should give you a sufficient yield, probably 150, 200 grams sun growth.
Now, I always find that amazing. You can actually, the lighting gets very tied into yield. Can you explain that a bit?
Well, the lighting outputs, which whether it be your lumen or your PPFD, that's going to decide what your yield's going to look like, provided you supply the environmental conditions that actually facilitate for this sort of lighting. Because you've got high intensity, deep penetration light here, the plants are going to absorb at a faster rate.
I feel like I'm in a Justin Timberlake video or something, you know? This is impressive. So we've gone from a small one to a big one. Tell us about this light.
Okay.
First of all, how much does it cost?
This will set you back about 25k. You have to understand that that's your entry-level home grower, but there are also legal medical operations in Lesotho and Zimbabwe that need lights, and this is the kind of lights they use. So GMP compliant, we've got that on here as well. And as you can see, there's no fans on this. It's a big light, but you don't see any fans. Individual heat sinks all the way down. It's got 3 drivers for all the LEDs on here. Everything can be turned. Can you individually? Dimmable, changing, and then obviously that's your spectrum. So your veg cycles and your flowering cycles, you would tweak it a bit. Yeah.
Specifically large growers or grow operations, I would say this is the best light, you know, you could possibly target 4 square meters with. That being said, in flowering as well.
So how does this stand up against international brands that obviously been making lights for a long time? I can see that you're super technical, you know exactly what you're doing. How confident are you that these can stand up to international lights?
The LEDs are Cree LEDs, and NASA uses Cree, so obviously we know it's quite far up there.
There we go. And so this is the first light you guys made?
Yeah. That's the blow pole. This is where it started. This is a 100 watt as well, but it's a hybrid spectrum, whereas that is your 100 watt cob light. That's why you're getting just a white light, because that's a full spectrum white light. It's the same on your North Star, the white lights and then the photo reds. Here, this has a flowering bias. So there's more royal blues, which would give your UV on there, and there's more photo reds, which increases photon rate. So it's optimized. So we look at the growth rate of the plants, we create a map, and then we map it. So it's like a sports car. And now you're mapping the engine, so we map our engines as well to optimize growing.
So this light can be used through the full growth cycle, yeah?
Yeah, it can. It's on the flowering bias now, that's why it's getting more red. You put it on the other bias, then it won't be as red as
okay, so you're changing that, yeah? Okay, so you can actually change the color, so there is a way of cycling it. So this is the warehouse here, or the factory workshop, and in the background, that's where it starts, yeah?
That's correct. That's where our heat sinks are chopped up. Once we go from chopping them up, they would actually go get drilled out for our pinouts, and then we make the frames up. Yeah, that's where we would take them, put them on.
So this is the stuff you use?
Yeah.
What is this stuff?
Well, this is basically, you know, your highest quality aluminium. Yeah, you basically call it profiling. It's retro extendable. It's amazing stuff.
And then this is what you do with it?
That's it.
So can you pick that up and show the camera? Let's show the vibe. Okay, so that's the beginning. Yeah, that's without the actual lights in.
Yeah, that's.
So these are really interesting. These pieces of the light. Can you describe what those are?
Okay, great. So these are your Fresnel lenses. Basically, it's covered in the cob chip, and that gives you the magnification and area spread over your canopy quite evenly, as opposed to having reflectors. However, this would need to be kept closer to your canopy height, but they do an amazing job regardless.
It's such a beautiful design. I really, really like this design. It's very like futuristic and minimalistic and very cool, man. Well done.
That's it. Well, yeah, thank you very much. Very good.
Now, can I have this one? Very nice, man. Say goodbye, guys. Thanks for having us in your space. It's been amazing to visit. Last words.
Thank you for coming, Trenton.
Thanks very much for coming out. It was a brilliant time having you guys around.
Hopefully you learned something from this mission, and I'm really proud to see South Africans, and we're doing our own thing. Okay, well done. Cool.
People on the ground.